Welcome back to Scene Invaders. This is episode 454. I am Brad from Canada, and I am joined by my betters, Coach Dave.
Nothing's better than the betters that are better than thee.
What?
I think.
That's
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
betters.
So many betters. And our
I was trying to say
queen.
that we're all better than each other, but at the same time being the best that are the betters.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
It is. And our screen queen, Carly. Hi, Carly.
Hello.
So, since it is really close to Halloween and Carly is the horror expert, she came up with the greatest idea. Now, here's the thing. Dave and I are not only horror experts, we run from the horror, are scared of the horror, and are very impressed by Carly in many ways that she just like, no, this is fun, right? Yay. You were honestly the girlfriend I was terrified to have, because I had girlfriends that loved horror movies. I'm like, well, let's go see this. I'm like, yeah, because
sure.
my pants is dry. So yeah, let's go see it. But so yes, Carly came up with the great idea to talk about horror movies in which where we saw as children that scared the hell out of us. Now, for Coach and I, that's going to be very, very easy. But Carly, I am curious to hear of yours. But before we do that, and before we talk about what we have consumed this week, let's jump on some Twitter shout-outs.
Hey. There's
Thank
so
you,
many.
everybody, for indulging us and following Carly on Twitter, and just really filling our coffers with some really great suggestions. So let's start.
All right. So we have Misha, and I will apologize. Obviously, my voice is kind of crappy tonight, but we're going to get through it. Because he has spooky, scary. It's perfect for the theme. So with that being said, I don't normally sound like this, but here we go. So Misha Burnett is wishing up the rubes at Misha Burnett. He says The Blob. Oh, yeah.
Filmed at my theater.
Such a good fucking movie. I love all of the practical effects of that. It is very frightening. I didn't watch it as a very small child, though, so it did not end up on my list, but that is a great, great choice.
Now, the original or the remake? Because the remake, the poster always freaked me out.
The what part?
The poster.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Well, no, the whole practical effects that they do in that. Yeah.
The petroleum jelly all over himself.
I'm assuming that he's talking about the 80s one, because the other one is not very scary, but maybe. But yeah, that's a great one.
Really great one.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Mox Donalds at Mox Donalds. He says Children of the Corn was the only one to give me nightmares. I was 9. There was this big window in front of my bed with 4 panes of glass separated by what appeared to be a cross. The streetlight was right outside, so I would lay there and see that silhouette and expect to be killed. That's great. That sounds like something I would think of when I was a kid. Very active imagination.
Oh, me too. And that
Malachi.
I was credited by my parents that I was so scared of scary movies because I had an active imagination that would do me better later in years.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was just kind of a cop-out. But
yeah, that's a great one. Then Ragged Comics at _Raggedy Man.
I love Ragged Comics. Got such great content.
Yes. He says Beetlejuice, particularly the snake scene. I'd seen Night of the Living Dead and Night on Elm Street 3 and been fine, but something about that stop motion snake got to me. And yeah, I that is forever burned in my memory too. As a child, that was pretty creepy.
Wait, the first one when?
Yeah, remember when he turns into it's like towards the end of the movie.
Yeah, the beetle snake.
Yeah, it's really creepy looking. You'd recognize it as soon as you saw it.
Wait, no, the beginning where Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis get out, and then there's the sandworms there, or when
No,
what's her
when
name is
he
riding the
turns
sandworm.
no, when he turns into like a snake, he actually turns into this big like snake-like creature towards the
Oh
end.
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
thing.
Yep. Okay. Nope. Just
Yes.
yep. Unlocked. Thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. That's awful.
That's a great one. Then we have Spiral Out at Out Spiraling. He says It, the TV movie series, which yes, so good. The Gate, another great one. And Cat's Eye. That's
Fuck off, Cat's Eye.
what? Which one did you not like? The James Woods one? The smoking one?
The Cat's Eye with the little demon that stole your breath.
The little
Is that the
troll?
one?
Yeah. That's the
That is the
wraparound
one?
story. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
With
like
Drew
that.
Barrymore. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was so great. I love the little sets that they did for that too. Because that's
I
like a
just
whole set that they had built to make that thing look tiny.
I just remember that little troll thing doing this little like creepy little like gleeful dance.
Oh yeah, he's got like a
And
little gesture hat on or whatever. Jester hat.
yeah. And I remember her parents, no, the troll came and tried to steal my breath. And they're like, all right,
Aw.
stop it. And I'm like,
Whatever.
God damn it. And then the cat fell down the chimney. That was badass.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And then he also says, forgot the name. Maybe one of us can help him out or one of the listeners, because I have no idea. But there were kids who turned evil and their fingernails turned black and they'd attack the others. I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is possibly Invaders from Mars, but I don't know if that's it or not.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Their fingernails turned black?
I don't know.
So they all got jobs at Hot Topic?
Yes. And then the Martian of Red at Red Martian 50. He says, Critters 2 gave me nightmares for over 30 years. I fucking love that movie. I
didn't know there was a part 2.
Oh my God, part 2 is the best one. Part 2 is better than the first one.
Wait, are critters the little like tribble looking things?
Yes, that roll up into balls or whatever, and they like shoot the little spines out and they can poison you. Well, and not poison you, but like paralyze you.
Prick you?
Yes.
And then when you're all like paralyzed, they eat
yes,
right?
they eat everything. That's what they do. But I bet what he's afraid of is they basically form this huge ball in the second one. And then there's just this scene where this huge ball of critters is just rolling through town. And it literally rolls over one of the townspeople. And then when it like finishes, all that's left is this like skull, like just skeleton. It's so funny.
I'll have to check that out because
it's really
I remember seeing critters as a child, and I'm like, man, they're like hairy potato bugs.
Yeah. And like part 3 has Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Fuck off. There's part 3.
Forget about that one. There's actually a part 4 or 5 too.
Oh my
God. Part 4 they go to space.
Of course they do. Did they see Jason?
I found the Blackfinger one.
Oh, what is it?
It's called The Children from 1980.
Ooh.
A nuclear power leak turns a busload of children into murderous atomic zombies with black fingers.
Okay. All right. Coach for the win. Nice.
And then they worked at Hot Topic.
What is one more movie that this is like
watch?
One more movie that I will not watch?
Oh, come on. That's a cartoon, for God's sakes. Come on.
Dude, it's like the 80s. The 80s, like the 80s are like the Italian splatterfest horror of like in comparison.
No, fair enough.
Like everything from the early 80s has that faded like look to it, where everything kind of looks like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm putting on a brave face, but I've got 2 story times that are going to prove my pussification as far as horror movies go later. So yeah. All right.
Oh, hey, just because I like them doesn't mean I'm not afraid of them. But yeah,
we've got making me feel better.
Right? Yeah, feel better. Don't feel bad. All right, then we have Critter at OB1 _ Zamboni. The Creep Show movies always gave me nightmares. Yes, especially The Raft. Fuck that.
That was so. I kind of tie that into one of mine.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Creep Show, great. Oof.
I don't know
Both
if I've
of
ever
them.
seen any of them, honestly.
What? Oh my God. Okay. You have to...
Not The Raft?
No.
Oof. Yeah, that's a rough one.
I keep getting Creep Show mixed up with Tales from the Crypt.
Oh,
So,
there you go. Yeah.
I've
Creep
seen
Show.
a couple of Tales from the Crypt and whatnot. They were fun,
That's
but
good.
Creep Show, no, I don't know if I've ever seen any.
It's definitely worth checking out.
Okay.
But then we have Apolitical A-hole at A_apolitical. The people under the stairs. The scalding bath scene gave me nightmares.
The dude doing the razor blade and then sticking his stumpy tongue out really fucked me up.
Oh, you mean Roach?
That
character, the kid that lived in the walls, the one that was helping her. Yeah, that's Roach. Sorry.
Good for him.
I don't know. Why do I know this?
I don't know. He could have went outside. I will say one thing. I don't know why. No, I know everyone's got their thing. I've got several. But in order to go on a murderous rampage, I don't know why the dude had to dress up like the Pulp Fiction Gimp.
Oh, yeah. I don't know either. That was really weird. He had to get his Big Daddy outfit on or something.
That's going to take at least 40 minutes to get on.
Yeah.
A
So
lot of baby powder.
I was about to say, you got to be super dry to get
no, I don't want to be. I think he might have enough baby oil to get that on in about 30 minutes, but that's a 45-minute endeavor. And I think your people, unless they're living within the walls, they're going to get away.
Well, they had the whole house locked down, so they had it on lockdown.
Pretty rickety house.
Yes, I agree.
But I will say props to his wife, because as far as accommodating, she was pretty all right. Yeah, get dressed up and do your thing and do your thing. We're good.
Yeah. Good wife, terrible person.
It's hand in hand.
That's right. Then we have Dixie Flatline at Lean Huge Graves. That he says, I mean, Graves. My old man took me to see Alien when I was 7. Emotional damn. I can't do the.
Emotional damage.
I'm not doing it.
I can't do it. I can't do it because my voice.
Even if I could, I'm not going to. Jesus.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Good one.
That is something that I showed. I didn't show. I was watching it, and my daughter came up, who was 14 at the time, and she was bored. And I'm like, what do you like
with Alien?
Alien there.
I agree. I'm sorry. Listen, Alien is a fucking fantastic movie. It's beautiful. It gets kind of boring sometimes. I have to be in a certain mood to watch it.
I never gave it the appreciation when she's like, my God, I'm bored. And I'm like, how the fuck are you bored? I think it might have been just my affinity for it as a young person.
Yeah.
And
it's a good movie.
You feeling the same emotions and such. But if you're looking through it to today's lenses, yes, it's slow. I won't say it's boring. I'll never say it's boring, but it is.
See, I'm in the opposite camp where, to me, Aliens is just a little much.
Yeah. I love Aliens.
I get it, but it's when it comes to pick one of the two, I'm Alien all day.
Oh yeah, Alien is a better movie. I mean, listen, there's no debate in my opinion. Alien is a better movie. I just like Aliens better. It's just fun. And we get the full complete arc with Ripley. Mm-hmm. So
come on, get away from her, you bitch.
Yeah.
Come on. That was pretty badass.
It was super badass.
Yeah.
Then we have Smug the Goat at TN_death_ride. Extra was not the Star Wars movie I thought it was going to be. It traumatized me for weeks. I have not seen
What
this
movie?
movie, but I hear it's really scary. Extra? I think that's how you
I've
pronounce
never heard
it.
of this.
I've seen the poster. I've always seen the poster when I was a kid, but I just never saw it. But there was somebody else that commented that it would give you nightmares too. So I don't know. I might have to watch it now.
Oh, damn right. We should do a watch along for the old Extra, this Star Wars scary movie.
Extro?
Extra.
Yeah.
XTRO. I think that's how you.
Oh wow, that's a great cover.
Right? It's very creepy.
It looks like in Labyrinth when they're Ludo is tied up, the little things that are on the top of the sticks.
Oh yeah, those little
Yeah.
little chompers.
That's kind of what the main thing on the oof.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy looking.
I'm
I'm gonna have to take his word for it.
No, I'm legit gonna check this out. This sounds like a lot of fun.
And then we have that guy at Charles 73371773. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It didn't have the look or feel of a slick Hollywood production and had no recognizable actors. It was low budget and just raw and gritty. I felt like I was watching something I wasn't supposed to see, like I had stumbled across a legitimate snuff film. And yeah,
You know what? I can co-sign to all of that. And did you guys see? I know we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Monster, the Ed Gein story.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, not yet.
They go into a lot of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and what that guy just said is pretty much spot on from how they describe it from the Ed Gein story to the end production of snuff film, grainy, no applicable actors and stuff. But no, that's pretty perfect. You guys really got to check that out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So then now leading it to my choices. Now I wanted to do a couple of honorable mentions, just talking about some killer box art on VHSs, because these are movies that I did not watch as at a young age, but they always scared the crap out of me when I saw them at the, movie rental store.
Just the box art itself.
Yes. That kept me away from watching them until I got older.
Well, let's look at this honorable mention killer box art. That is a really cool background.
Thanks. I asked Grok to do it.
Good job, Grok.
Yeah.
There's no fingers involved, so
nope.
Good stuff. All right, so ready?
Yep. Boom. All right, so
okay,
Woolies. Yeah, I still have never seen this movie. I really don't have a desire to see it. I've heard some of the sequels are actually better than the first one, but I just remember having just being so afraid to go to the bathroom.
No kidding.
Get me. I'm like, and I haven't even watched the movie. It's just the poster.
You guys ever? Okay, there was a toy way back when. Carly might be a little too young for this. Dave, it was called Boglins.
Yes, I have one.
Shit! Fuck off! Are you serious?
That's a little puppet. Yes.
Yes.
It's so gross, and they got the. Yes, you can
they have snot running out their stuff.
Yes.
Ghoulies always reminded me of this toy, Boglins, and I would walk past the toy display on the way to G.I. Joe and He-Man, some heroic people, and I would see these Boglins, and I'm like, fuck all that, Jesus, look at these things. And my sister would, as I was contemplating which G.I. Joe guy or He-Man guy was would, because in the display you could use the puppet that had an open box in the back.
Yes.
And she would chase me around the motherfucking toy store with these things.
Didn't they come in a cage too?
Yes.
Cage. Yeah.
But you could reach in the back, and it was like a three finger
and
maneuver.
their eyes
and the little
arms.
Little arms that just kind of went
were
everywhere.
Dense, sex toy rubber kind of thing. Oh
yeah, it was so gross.
Freaked the fuck out of me. And that always reminded me that I'm in the same boat. When I saw Ghoulies, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'm not. No.
Yeah. And then, of course, Dolls. Again, I've never seen this movie. That poster scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Don't look at it. That's awful.
Right? And then, of course, Evil Dead 2, which is funny because it wasn't even that scary when I actually watched it. Like later in life, I was like, man, this is more of like, it's got like elements of slapstick and stuff. I was like, man, I slept on this one. I shouldn't have been so scared of the box art.
But that box art's good because it's got a skull with eyes.
Yeah, it's so weird.
They're staring right at you. It looks awful. Ugh.
Yeah. So that's my box art honorable mentions. And I have one more honorable mention that's actually a song that scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Okay, here we go.
Next. Yes. Okay. And that is DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. They're A Nightmare on My Street.
Nightmare on Street, yes.
Yes. Oh my God, dude. So this came out when I was like 5. And I just remember sitting, I think I was like in my garage, and it was playing on the radio, and it was New Year's Eve, and just being so creeped out by this song, especially towards the end, because there's a part where Freddie calls, like he calls his friend on the phone to try to wake him up, and then Freddie's already there and like talking shit or whatever. Like but it's not Freddie. It's more like it's obviously not Robert Englund. But it's scarier. That's why it freaked me out as a kid, because it does not sound like Freddie at all. He sounds more like a demon. So, but yeah, that scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
I love it. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Look at the visuals.
I know.
That is so great. Oh, the flat top and like that.
Yeah, it looks nothing like Freddie. That was so their Freddie in the video.
So good. Well, I'm gonna have to post a link to this video in the show notes.
Oh yes, please do. Everybody needs to listen to the song too, because it's really funny and creepy.
That's great. All right, so we actually ready to move on to
yes, my top 3 now. Actually, movies that scared me as a kid.
I'm like bated breath waiting because I was so scared as a child. Even more now.
Oh.
Some movies that scared Carly when she was a kid.
Mm-hmm. Just some of them.
Grok. That's badass. I'm gonna have to use Grok.
Oh my God. Okay. So Rawhead Rex, this movie, like I realize now he probably looks kind of derpy to people. He's probably not very scary. But when I was a kid, I was like, holy shit, that thing is fucking just scared the crap out of me, especially with the fact that there is a scene where I guess I think the main character has 2 children. He has a daughter and a son. And the younger daughter, they stop like in the Irish countryside. She's got to go to the bathroom. So they stop. She leaves with the parents, and they leave the older brother in the car. And he gets killed by Rawhead Rex. He just like comes up and like kills the kid. And I was like, holy shit, they killed a kid. And I was so freaked out by this movie as a child.
I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this movie.
It's not a great movie, but it's based off of Clive Barker.
It looks like a werewolf in like mid-transformation.
Right? Yeah. It just scared me. And he's so tall in the movie.
I get it, yeah.
The one prominent with his mouth open and the saliva and such, kind of, and I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. It looks like the new Predator.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, is that just me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, although the picture to the right, he needs some conditioner really bad.
That looks like my hair.
That's why I'm wearing a hat.
Oh God. Yeah, that looks like my hair when it gets when the humidity hits it.
Rawhead Rex. I've never ever heard of this.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm ready for the next one. The Gate. Oh my God. Okay, so this movie, and I just rewatched this a couple of nights ago.
And
this totally. It totally holds up in my opinion.
Okay, shit.
There's so many cool effects in it. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh man, it's so good. Like Steven
There's
Dorff.
an eyeball in the hand. I'm not
Yes.
fucking
Oh my
seeing
God.
this.
Oh yeah. Oh man, there's so much wild imagery in this. There's if you're looking at the slide here, the zombie looking thing on the bottom right, that actually comes out of their wall, like of the house. It's just this
Fuck
is just a
off. That's
batshit
terrifying.
crazy. Yeah, this is a pretty terrifying movie, but it's funny because it's a perfect starter horror movie for younger kids, believe it or not. Even though it scared me as a kid, I would definitely recommend it for somebody if you have a child that is really into horror movies, because it's not, obviously it's got some blood in it, but it's not anything that's terrible
or anything.
Yeah. And I mean, it has a happy ending, so it's not like it's going to totally, fuck your kid up if you let them watch it.
Totally right.
Yeah, there are just so many visuals from this movie that are just burned into my memory. Like, the hand in the eyeball in the hand, the little minions. There's actually a shot that I still don't know how they did it, but the zombie guy is walking towards them in the bedroom. And then if you look at the lower left photo with all the little minions going towards them, the zombie guy has just fallen face forward and hit the ground, and then he turns into all of those little minions, and it's just such a great effect. Yeah, he just explodes into like all of those little guys, and then they start running towards them. It just you just have to watch it. It's so good.
Well, I'm gonna check all these out because I don't like to sleep.
What the hell?
And that's the music to the gate. Thanks, Dave.
Sorry.
Yes.
If you picture a bunch of little minions running towards you with that music, you just wet yourself. All right.
And Brad, did you hear me? It's got Brad. What's his name is in it?
Steven Dorff.
Brad Dorff. Steven Dorff. Thank you, not Brad. I'm thinking of Chucky. Too many movies in my head.
Steven Dorff, fucking from Blade.
Yes, he plays the main. Yes, he's the main character. It's
okay. Wesley Snipes show up?
You should definitely check it out. It's good.
All right.
It's what?
I was wondering if Wesley Snipes shows up.
Yeah, I'm ready for the last slide.
Wesley Snipes.
No, he doesn't.
Bummer. Oof.
All right. What's a bummer? Oh
no.
Scary as shit.
Listen, everything is going to get a woof out of me because it's like, oh man, I got to go.
Bummer is not.
I got to go to bed
for a solid month. Okay, it's just scary.
Oh yeah, no, it totally is. But so my number one is Fright Night, and I just love this because it's a unique blend of paying homage to the Hammer horror movies of the 50s, 60s, and 70s with elements of Hitchcock's Rear Window, and of course a little bit of the fable of The Boy Who Cried Wolf. But I just rewatched this last night. Brad, have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I saw it.
I just rewatched it last night. Oh
that
God,
girl.
Yeah, I feel like
you have.
Oh yeah, no, that
predominantly showcased freaked me the fuck out. Still does.
Yes. It's a very great effect.
Do you know what the weird thing is?
What's that?
It's her stringy hair that bothers me.
Oh. She's got hair like me too. It hits the humidity and just does.
Well, that's when you guys mentioned it, like the last slide, and then this, and it looks too. Oh, like no. Of course, the big gaping maw doesn't do anything for it, but no, it's just the complete package, and the cross burning the dude's forehead. Oh, it was just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just rewatched this again last night, and Ben watched it with us as well.
Oh, Jesus.
And I feel like it's kind of ahead of its time with its meta-ness and humor. The whole Peter Vincent character that hosts Fright Night is based off of Peter Cushing and Vincent Price. And Ben Ben loved it so much that after it was over, he's like, "Is there a sequel?" I was like, "Yeah, there is." I was like,
There's a remake.
yeah, there is a remake as well, which is definitely not as good, but it's fun. But
Colin Farrell with the king of the remakes that didn't need to be remade between that and Total Recall.
Oh God, yeah. Oh geez, Total Recall was a shit show.
Yeah. Speaking of scary movies.
Bad. Yeah, but the special effects still look great in this. And oh my God. Excuse me. And the reverse transformation of Evil Ed from wolf to human is definitely a highlight of the entire movie.
I loved how the effects they did this. I don't know. They had no real true effects. So one thing they did do is spritz a lot of water, and everything looked greasy and sweaty. And yeah, it was a very easy effect. I say easy. It probably cost $14,000.
Well, I mean, that's the great thing about practical effects. They had to get really creative with the camera work and just, trying to find things that look good.
Oh, it's stunning. I love practical effects. Practical effects are like, well, they're cheaper now than computer effects, and they look better.
Better.
All right.
So that's mine.
Well, I love that your movies that scared you as a child scare Dave and I as adults. So, but now y'all are stuck with mine. That's not it.
That's okay. We can just look at mine until you get yours up there. There you go.
There we go.
Aw.
I've got a top 3 horror scenes that may have made him wet himself a little as he made this slideshow. A little bit, because every one of these movies has a bit of trauma. Not bad trauma, nothing like that, but it was just kind of like, ooh, please, no, I don't like this. But in the spirit of, we did start with VHS covers, and I'm going to start with mine. Did anybody ever see this? The Destroyer with Lyle Alzado.
The football player.
The football player. He played a professional wrestler in another sitcom. This was around the time of Commando and like Rocky and Rambo and all that. And this poster hung in my local Jumbo Video. And it hung there for about 2 months before the movie came out. And in those 2 months, I had rented all the Rambos and all the Commandos and all the, it doesn't matter if they can act because, they're really muscle-bound guys. So I said, when is the Destroyer coming out? Because it looks like he is like a crime fighter and he's going to murder people with a jackhammer. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And it came out, and I rented this, and I watched this with my folks, and it turned out to be a horror movie.
Ooh.
About a guy, the Destroyer, who went to Alcatraz and got the electric chair, but didn't die. And then a film crew went to Alcatraz to film a movie and was terrorized by Lyle Alzado.
Okay.
It sounds like not as good a version of Shocker. Have you seen that?
I've seen Shocker.
Okay.
But no, like this scared the shit out of me. Like, good God, I cannot believe how petrified I was at this, because it was the way it was shot. It was ugly. It was, ugh. It was wet. And it never really had. It had an ending where, yeah, the main guy died, supposedly, but the people they were tormenting, they went to bed, all that. Don't worry, the monster's dead, you know. And he breaks in to their room, and he is all like melted flesh, kind of like stuff. And he grabs the girl who attempted to kill him, pulls a piece off of his face, and shoves it in her mouth. So
what?
Oh God! Oh, we might need to pause.
Ugh.
And I'm sitting there, and my parents are saying, "Do you want to watch this? Do you want to watch this? Because you made us fucking rent this, Brad." And I'm like, "No, this is a good movie." Just yeah, God, it was awful. It was awful. So yeah, watch The Destroyer with Lyle Alzado. All right. So the next are the movies that actually scared the shit out of me more than this one, if possible. Yeah. This is one that does not really get enough credit.
Mm-mm.
Pacific Heights with Michael Keaton. And originally when we started this, it was 3 scenes that scared the shit out of us. That just evolved to movies that scared the shit out of us when we were kids. I watched this movie with my brother, and he had rented it because he said, I like Michael Keaton. Cool. So we watched this about a psychopath that just really learns how to, I don't know, work the rent board system. But there was one scene where a bunch of cockroaches
Ew.
are utilized to screw over his renting condition, and they all like fall through the grate and land on Matthew Modine. And he is trying to shake them away because he's trying to be quiet because he's spying on the guy. And that just, oh my God, that freaked me out. But
Ew.
the rest of the movie is this is the psychological thriller before I knew what psychological thrillers were. And Michael Keaton is absolutely terrifying in this.
He looks scary. When did this come out? Do you know?
Oh, 88, 89?
Okay.
When I say child, I was 29 years old. No.
Hey, you know, sometimes I feel pretty childish now, and I'm almost.
I'm daily childish with my G.I. Joe guys in the background. They're not just for display. I play with them a lot. But yeah, Pacific Heights. Honestly, check this one out. Even like right now, it's a scary movie because there is nobody in a hockey mask with a chainsaw or anything like that. These are all real people and real possibilities. And
yeah, people are scary.
People are the scariest.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we're moving next, which, you know, people might think is a bit of a cop-out, but Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. That's not the theme.
I'm trying so hard.
When
you said playing with my toys, and I was trying to download the Spaceballs.
Yeah,
I'm not playing with my toys again.
No, Lone Star.
I was trying to do it so discreetly, and just.
I'm glad that I wasn't the only one that thought of that, though. I immediately thought of that scene.
Okay, good.
Cats and dogs living together. Sorry, everything's going crazy.
No, I need levity when talking about scary things, so my pants stay dry, like I said. Now, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I saw this at home. Actually, I was too young to see it in the theater and such, but I didn't really find it too horribly scary. I mean, I thought it was a little intense with the first scene when the heroine gets murdered with the shower scene. Everybody always goes to the shower scene. That is not the scene that scared the shit out of me. The scene that scared the absolute hell out of me was the top-down picture with...
Yeah, just comes right out of that door.
Comes right out that door, scuttles out, and just ring. But just how formula how quick, and then you find out at the end what really happened and such. But I don't know. It was just that it's like Alfred Hitchcock, he hammered the camera to that top scene, or excuse me, just the top down, and it was just the movement. And that scared me more than the shower scene, more than anything, especially after when you realize that, spoiler alert, that was Norman Bates impersonating his dead mother, who he had taxidermied. Yeah.
I just love how it shows him like falling down the steps or whatever, like from that angle too. It's very effective. Yeah.
When the big gash down his face. Yeah. No, Psycho was just, that did it for me. But not so much as the next one did. And the next one comes with a story time. So.
Ooh.
The Watcher in the Woods. A Disney production about a haunted house and dead children and horrible, absolute, just another psychological thriller with some ghostly aspects to it. And, like ghosts that have to complete their journey kind of thing. Now, I'd never wanted to see this. I did not seek this out. This was nothing that my parents put on in the background or anything that I just kind of wandered in. They played this for us at school.
Really?
I believe I was in grade 4 or grade 5, which made me about 9 or 10 years old. Already a scared little boy, a mama's boy, all that, just like not just a overactive imagination, everything. So they played this for us at school, and I sat there in the library as they like squeaky, squeaky, squeaky pushed in
yes,
the TV and a VCR as big as a Volkswagen that needed 2 people to crush down the tape to get it playing. And we sat there and we watched this, and I was legit scared. And then they turned the lights off because, you don't want glare. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching this scared as absolute shit. Scared, petrified, to the point that, okay, we're done. Yay, everyone, movie night. That was great, right? I went home and I did not sleep that night because I was fucking scared. So much to the point that my mother came in and said, "Brad, are you okay?" I'm like, "No, they made us watch this movie and this Karen and Eric and all this and this crying and all that shit."
The first scary Karen.
Oh, the first scary Karen. What the fuck? Oh God, I don't. It's like I'm legit getting goosebumps just watching these stupid.
Is Coach look at Coach over there?
Yeah, no, he's not helping. He's not fucking helping at all. So the next day we went back to school. Everything's good. They made us do a fucking report on this movie. Write down everything that happened and all that shit. And I'm like, I'm scared. I don't want to do this. This is stupid. But thank God, my mother called the school and said, "You know what? My boy was a little scared by this movie. Perhaps, you want to address this." So we sat around, and the principal came in, Ms. Bond, and she said, no, I heard from a parent that
from Brad's mom.
Nope. They said a parent. They said a parent that perhaps this movie was a little too scary for them. So who else was scared by this movie? And I put my hand up.
and the
And I was the
cheese.
only one that put my hand up.
So everybody knew it was your mom.
So I'm like,
Aw.
and they said, well, no, because scary movies happen. I'm like, I am
Yeah.
going to get beaten horribly. And they said, well, no, because it was intense. So those who don't want to write the report, they're like, pussy. I'm like, all right. Like, who doesn't want to write the report? It's a fucking movie. I'm like, yeah. Okay, good. It's good. At recess, I walked out expecting, oh my God, I'm going to get ridiculed. I'm going to get horribly ridiculed. I didn't get ridiculed. But the beatings did come. I got tackled and kicked and beaten by about, I don't know, the rest of the fucking class and stuff, and just mocked. Good God. So I don't know if this movie has so much a bit of fear as like actual trauma.
It's trauma.
I was about to say, Jesus, dude.
But after I took my beating, they helped me up and brushed me off, and they said, dude, it's just a movie. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. Anybody got a tissue? I'm bleeding.
Aw.
And they said, no, come on, let's talk about it. So close core friends said, dude, it's just a movie. Like, this is what happened. It's a fucking ghost. Ghost can't hurt you and stuff. I'm like, you punch me in the face. Fuck off. You're not being nice right now. But that was Canada, right? So yeah, Watcher in the Woods still has a horrible place in my heart. So much to the point that I think that TV show Ted, about the teddy bear.
Yeah. Is this what they refer to? This is like the Disney movie that is the
this is
thing.
another. They actually got freaked out about this, and I remember watching this, still getting freaked out by them talking about the goddamn movie. Yeah. So that's my trauma. Dave, do we want to move on to your trauma?
Sure.
Okay, that's scary, man. Can you turn the lights on? I'm gonna be no, I'm kidding.
No, that's back on.
All right, good. I'm wearing track pants, dude. Come on, help me out.
All right.
God damn it.
All right,
Woof.
movies that scared Coach as a kid.
Aw.
Oh, yeah. As a kid. So if we showed them today, you'd be fine, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, I hear you.
The box art that terrified me as a youngin'. That's The Return of the Living Dead. Nothing worse than zombie boobs.
Yeah.
The Tar Man is like, oh my God, that almost made it on my list, by the way, Tar, because of the Tar Man. Do you know what I'm talking about, Coach?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
It was funny. I sent it in the group chat, and there was a pristine, unopened box of the VHS classic Chopping Mall that was sold for $1,000. And I just think of like all those just VHSs that I've had over the years that, when I had the stores and stuff, they just sat in a box in the back. And I'm like, well, maybe they could have been worth $5, but
$1,000.
I did a poll around the rink. I had 4 buddies tell me what for honorable mentions, what they were scared of as a kid.
Okay.
So I have in the upper left the Brave Little Toaster. It's an animated. It's this weird clown thing, and an angry radiator is apparently like real traumatizing for kids.
I don't remember. I think I remember the Brave Little Toaster, but I don't know if I'd have watched it with this fucking clown.
So apparently that was pretty traumatic. The one guy said the long version of Michael Jackson's Thriller video.
Awful.
Which was just nightmare fuel. I did get from one of
the werewolf part.
Yeah, well, yeah, the cat, the werecat. Because listen, that almost ended up on my list too. Remember those? What were those magic viewfinders with the little? Okay, I had that, and I had it with the Michael Jackson Thriller one. And there was one slide. Every time I get to, I'm like, oh my God, okay, it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. And it's the one with he's like the cat. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
God, it scared me so much when I was a
You know
kid.
what freaked me out about that video? I thought it was cool because the werecat was kind of neat, but the whiskers that grew out, like being pushed through plasticine or whatever it was. Oh, that just
yeah. There's a cool like making of on YouTube of where they're putting the little bladders under like on his cheeks, so when it puffs up and everything, and I mean cool. It's really cool how they made and did the whole thing. One of the females that worked here said Return to Oz, of course. Terrifying with the Wheelers and Jack Pumpkinhead and all that. And then another I commiserated with this is The Secret of Nim.
Yep.
Had a couple of terrifying things. So those were childhood scares for my honorable mention.
Was that the owl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In The Secret of Nim, do they come up to the owl and it's all like covered in like cobwebs and its head
spiders
like,
and
crunches and twists backwards and stuff?
Yep.
I have a story about that really quick.
Go ahead. Go to town.
Okay. Story time. Story time.
So
wait, hold on a second. One second.
It's not that much of a story.
Leprechaun. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Fuck off.
Okay, Mike.
Freaking me out.
Okay, so I have an older brother, and when my mother found out that she was having a little girl, she told my brother, she's like, "Oh, what do you think we should name your little sister?" And he was just so pissed off that I was going to be a girl and that I was not going to be his younger brother. And he's like, Nicodemus. I was like, what? I mean, like when my mom told me that, I was like, oh, great. So he wanted to name me Nicodemus.
Yeah. Good God.
Yeah. Yeah. He's an interesting. I love my brother.
At least it wasn't Jared.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
No, Jared was the good guy. Who was the bad rat?
I thought it was Nicodemus. Isn't he a bad guy?
No,
Nicodemus
is the old one. And there was Jeremy, and I think Jared was the bad one. Jeremy was the good one.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Slide my number 3, E.T.
Oh my goodness, that is scary.
Yeah. You have I have 2 pictures here. One, the original first jump scare that there was. And then the infamous scene where they find E.T. in the creek.
Oh.
Sorry, that is Philly speak for creek.
Creek.
We got cricks up here.
You have cricks up there?
Yep.
You have crayons?
We have crayons.
Ice?
No.
Okay. But yeah, finding just gray E.T. in the creek was just terrifying, and then they end up putting him in the hospital, and the movie itself wasn't terrifying, but there were terrifying moments.
Absolutely.
As a young one, kind of left little scars.
This was the first movie I saw in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Ever. And my neighbors across the street, I've talked about him before, Ian Thomas. He's still Dave Thomas's brother.
Mm-hmm.
He took myself and my sister and their kids to see E.T. And I was so freaking scared when the government started busting in the house in their space suits and stuff like that. And I was sitting next to Mr. Thomas, and I was freaked the hell out. And he kind of nudged me, and he says, "Hey, this is kind of scaring me. Do you want to go to the arcade? We'll like play some video games and stuff like that." And I'm like, no, I'm good. And he says, no, I really, I'm scared, and I don't. Do you mind coming with me? So, okay. So he took me to the arcade for this subsequent scenes, and we played like Donkey Kong and all that stuff. And after about 15-20 minutes, he says, okay, I'm feeling better, let's go back. So by the time we got back, we saw the kids ride their bikes and such, and everything was all happy.
Yay.
So that just that's always a terrifying yet warm memory for me, because when I did see it fully, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is scary. I really want to play Donkey Kong.
Oh. And so, Coach, do you remember the first movie that you saw in the theaters?
I want to say it was this. It was either this or like Empire Strikes Back that my parents took me to or something.
Okay.
That was
But I'm
not as
pretty sure
scary.
it was E.T. I don't remember which came first, the Empire or the E.T. Let's see.
I don't know.
Oh,
What about you, Carly? What was the first movie you saw in the theater?
That would be Beetlejuice.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I remember going to see it because it was also on the same day that my mom got a brand new car. She was like so excited. It was a Honda Accord, but I just remember the flip up lights, and I was like, oh yeah. And then we
That's
saw,
badass.
yeah, I was like, got a new car, and then got to go see Beetlejuice.
Sounds like a great day.
Yeah.
So E.T. would have been my first. I would have been 5 years old. I would have been 3 for Empire Strikes Back, and that wouldn't have worked.
Probably not. Yeah.
No.
I was about to say, I don't think I was bringing any of my kids to the theater at 3.
Unless, you know what, it was probably
There are
like
people that do it.
Oh my God, and they're terrible.
Empire Strikes
unless
Back.
it's a kids movie, like for kids, you know.
Empire probably played for like 5 years, and we probably went to like the budget house. And
Oh yeah.
saw it there. So it's possible, but I'm pretty sure it was E.T. All right. So as the first one scared me, then we move on to the one that will scare everybody.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
fuck
This
off.
is a good one. This almost ended up on my list too.
Everyone that I talked to had this as number one, and I said yes, absolutely. And it was like one of those that I was over friends' houses, and like it was a sleepover, and we're gonna watch this, and just did not sleep the night.
No, you're there for a stayover, not a sleepover.
I grew up in suburban Philadelphia in a house in that was made in the 1800s. So it was like my bedroom had this weird up staircase to the attic.
Ooh.
And it had one of those like really thick doors, but it had that glass that was kind of pebbled.
Yeah.
That you could somewhat see through, but not really.
Stop it.
So you always thought you would just see shit.
Because you did.
And when you did, and just terrified, and just every just thing about this movie, whether it's the real skulls they used or just everything. The dog. Steven
really
Spielberg was an asshole back in the day.
It really fired on all
Wait,
cylinders.
is this the one? Is it this one, or is it part 2 with the braces?
I think that's part 2.
I think that's part 2.
Oh God, that part. Yeah, well,
we probably should mention the movie.
Oh yeah, it's Poltergeist. Well, I mean,
Poltergeist for those that are listening to audio. Yeah,
it's killed so many. I mean, Poltergeist.
Poltergeist, and everyone knows that the little girl, because children are scary.
It was so tragic too.
But I mean, when the dude's tearing his face off, I mean, just ugh. Okay.
Is this the one with the tequila worm too, or is that part 2? Am I thinking of part 2?
I think you keep going to part 2.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh geez. Did you guys see part 3 at the high rise?
No, I didn't even see part 2.
Okay.
Part 1 was enough.
Part 1 was enough for me.
No, part 1 is like when I say that like this and the next one have traumatized me now.
Aww.
Okay, I want to see next. I want to see next.
You know,
that's fair.
The next is a little bit. It's a little bit more. So it's the movie April Fool's Day.
Mm-hmm.
There is a scene where like 2 guys are joking around, and they joke around of like pretending to stab each other on a dock, and they go into the water as you do.
Yes.
And they're like, ha ha ha, it's a whole thing, and everybody's joking and laughing, and one of the other guys has fallen in the water, and the captain is laughing so hard that he puts the boat in reverse, and basically this guy at the bottom propellers him into the post.
Ooh.
When I tell you, between this and Jaws, I've been on several boats in my life where it's like, hey, we're just going to hang out here, drop an anchor, we'll just go swimming. Great. You guys enjoy that.
Enjoy yourselves.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, yeah,
you know what? I remember that scene. And now that I'm looking at the picture there, I'm really remembering that scene.
I didn't put the other part of it. Yes. This is the before.
It was
the after.
It was the shoulder.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And this is like apparently a classic 80s horror, and it was just dumb Dave. Hey, we finally have cable. Hey, mom and dad fell asleep. I'm gonna go sneak down and watch HBO. Oh shit. Yeah, so anybody that has ever seen April Fools, this just one scene has scarred me for life and kept me out of the water when there are boats anywhere near. And it's just it's absolutely terrifying. But other than that, I hear it's actually a really good horror movie. I couldn't care less because this has kept me out of the water more than Jaws has.
Impressive.
Yep.
And I mean, there's boats in freshwater and saltwater, so you know.
Yep. And I will be on them and not in the water.
There you go. Well, yeah. So thanks for sitting through our group therapy. Carly,
what's this episode called? Generational trauma?
Right.
Yes.
Something like
that. Yes, it will be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna build a few shorts out of everyone just kind of like hiding their eyes and such. But, Carly, what'd you watch this week?
Well, besides a bunch of the movies that were on my list, I also watched The Long Walk. And yeah, that was that made me feel really good after.
That was a long walk.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I looked at the runtime. I was like, holy shit, this movie is almost 2 hours long. I was like, I mean,
that was the sorbet. That was your palate cleanser.
I mean, to be fair, it didn't really feel like it was, almost 2 hours long. So it didn't drag or anything. But I just, can we talk about the ending?
Yeah, I believe at this point we can.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been long enough.
Spoilers, but is the guy dead at the end? Is that what it's implying? That after he shot the guy, like he's just walking off because he's already been shot and he's dead? Or are we just supposed to like think they're going to let him walk away? Because that was just a very weird shot.
I think.
Go ahead.
He got his wish. He got the carbide. Yep. He killed the major. And I don't know if there's any actual repercussion because it's over.
Because he won? Yeah.
He won.
That's fair.
Now, I don't know. It doesn't show him getting the accolades or the money or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you assume he did or will. But I
just figured he got shot. I was like, okay. I mean, I know it didn't you didn't hear any gunshots or anything like that, and you didn't see anybody else. But
I think okay, the contest is over, then it's null and void. So let him do his thing.
Let him walk.
That fucked me up more than anything.
Like, you're gonna keep walking?
That
why don't you just stop and sit down?
Yes, sit the fuck down.
Why are you walking still?
Sit on the fucking body that you just fucking killed. Like, chill out, dude. How are your knees?
That was rough, though. I mean, like, what? I mean, I don't know. I feel like it could have benefited a little bit more if we would have had kind of more of a glimpse into the world. Like, I just didn't feel as connected to it as I could have felt, I guess. They kept talking about people watching, like on TV and stuff, but I'm like, where are the cameras? I guess they're on I guess it's on the, the equipment or whatever, the tanks and stuff. And then what year is this supposed to take place in? Because
that's what I liked about it. Because
the cars were like from the 50s or 60s, maybe.
It was so nondescript because the vehicles and the rural area looked very from the 50s and 60s, but even the military equipment looked very modern.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
But the trackers looked very elementary.
Yeah, very ambiguous.
I will say, like, I know they switched the ending from the book.
Yes, that's what I heard as well.
And then,
Why?
but
What
like,
happened in the book? I don't know.
The other guy wins. The guy that gets shot. Yeah. Haggard. What is his name? Haggerty? No, I'd forgot it. I don't know what his name was. Sorry. It's Philip Seymour Hoffman's son.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Cooper.
Okay, you know what? I know he didn't play much of a part, but how awesome was Mark Hamill? He was.
I wanted him to die. He did a great job.
Oh, and that's what I loved about it.
Until he died. I was like, please die.
My favorite part of that whole thing, because there's so many awful things. It was just awful after awful after awful. But when the guys are kind of like rousing up and they're like, "Fuck you, Major!
Yeah,
fuck you, Major!"
That's the spirit.
And he's like, "That's the spirit, boys. That's what I want from you." I'm like, yes, that is so cool. But I mean, even like the stomach problems and the having to defecate,
that was so rough.
The rock in the shoe, the wrecked ankle, like, oh.
I'll tell you though, I didn't like the fact that like it seemed like it was setting it up where he was going to have issues with his feet because he was walking barefoot at the end. I'm like, what? Your feet would be shredded. It just, I don't know. That was weird that they didn't bring that back. It was fine though. I mean, at that point, the movie's already almost 2 hours. Let's just get it over.
I mean, I did like the intrigue of the end of like you have one person who's ultimately out for revenge.
Yeah.
One person who is out for, you could arguably say, good and wanting to
bliss.
It's the Gandhi thing, be the change that you want to see type of thing. And ultimately the revenge of one infiltrates and darkens the good of the other.
Yeah.
And that there is an interesting discussion to have on the end. It's a long way to get to that discussion.
Yeah.
And that part doesn't even really come into our knowledge until 3/4 of the way through.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would have loved to see some of the stories. I know why they took their time to bring them out, but I would have loved to see more guys bantering back and forth of like, oh, that's the kid of the soul, or there's multiple ones of them. I loved how the Indian kid went out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah,
he was great. I
was just really upset that he didn't pick back up the gun. I was like, you pick it back up. You've only been shot once. Try to take more of them out. Make them kill you. Like, make them finish the job.
So
it's one of my. It's a high one as far as like ratings go for when we do our what's the best movies of this year. It is going to roll up on it because this movie made me feel like, just made me feel bad.
Yeah.
But it made me feel.
I don't know. I really liked what's his name's character. What's the actor's name?
Cooper Hoffman?
David Johnson.
Oh, he's going to be a star.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I could listen to him like just have a good attitude all day. I was like, dude, I wish I was walking with you. Like,
yeah, no shit.
I like your outlook, man. I'm digging it. But yeah. And the only other movie that I watched was a crossover one with you, Brad.
Which one?
And that is Good Boy. And this is Ben Leonberg. I guess his feature film directorial debut, perspective of the dog, Indy, who is also the director of the movie's Dog. And according to the director, the shooting took about 400 days over the course of 3 years because he could only work for about 2 hours a day, the dog.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it a couple nights ago, and okay. Good Boy, bad movie.
Yeah, well,
shame.
You know what? I wanted to like it. I love the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess what did you not like about it?
Pardon me?
What did you not like about it? Sorry.
It was really dumb.
It's told for the the perspective of a dog. The dog is dumb.
Okay. No, dogs are not dumb. Okay.
Well, but what I'm
the
saying
story was dumb. I don't know. Fuck off. There's
get
some
it.
kind of like haunted mud man bullshit. What the fuck was that?
Well, to me, I think that the story works on multiple levels as both a metaphor for terminal illness and an actual ghost story. So
Okay.
I kind of like that angle of it because you could kind of look at it either way.
I'm this is gonna sound bad. I'm down for the terminal illness.
Yeah, you just
I'm
weren't
really
there for the
not. I
ghost
don't
stuff.
want anyone to like suffer, but I was intrigued by that story. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, that's pretty cool. And I was kind of hoping that the guy with the terminal illness would kind of go batshit crazy and be the crazy monster haunting
Yeah.
thing that the dog just did not really pay attention to because it's so out of character for his owner.
Mhm.
But no, it was a haunted story with some dude covered in mud for no good reason. And then the terminal ill guy became the mud guy for no good reason. And then the sister came and got the dog.
Yeah, I was more confused as to why nobody had found his grandfather's dog Bandit before. He's like right there in the cellar. Did they not open the cellar door when the grandfather died? I was like, did nobody check there?
And
like that was the part that I was very confused about. Well, other than the ending, I was like, what the fuck was that?
I think that's what it was. It was just like, okay, listen, how they got the dog to emote was very impressive. I will not knock anything about the direction that this gentleman did with the dog, but I think you might have been putting all your eggs in one basket and had to alter the story to make it fit for what wrapped around it. And I was just bored. I was just bored. All the mood things that were going to happen.
That's fair.
Because I've had plenty of dogs, and you can't sneak up on them without them trying to murder you.
Yeah.
And this dog was a little too timid for me. I don't care. There is instincts that kick in.
Yeah, he was very well behaved.
So well behaved. And
he was a good boy.
And around an owner that kind of treated him like shit at the end.
I know. I felt so terrible for that
you
dog.
are. Okay. I have been like sick and hungover and all the rest. And when the dog comes up, I'm like, come on up, buddy. Come on up. I'm going to take your energy. I'm stealing your energy, boy. I'm not building a fucking doghouse so like some stupid mud monster or fox can come. I don't know.
I'm assuming the reason why he had him chained up outside, and again, this is just an assumption, but I'm assuming the reason why he did that is because he thought he was going to die soon. So he wanted to make sure that his dog was found. I don't know. That was the only thing that kind of made it make sense in my brain, but
okay, no, fair enough.
That's what he meant by it.
No, the guy was an asshole, a sick asshole.
Yeah.
But an asshole nonetheless. And if you're that sick and you're that shitty, leave. Don't bring the dog.
Yeah.
So we've had 3 of these, let's call them stunt storytelling in the last year. We had the horror movie from the perspective of the killer, like the slow walking killer, which didn't really pan out. We had the Steven Soderbergh, I think it was called Presence, which was from the
perspective of the ghost.
Yeah, which was the perspective of the ghost, which I think Chad saw and it was meh. And now we have the perspective of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kudos for trying to do new things.
Yeah.
But gosh, if you're going to try something new, maybe get a couple extra writers or something like that.
It's fair.
I don't know. It was a good idea, but I think you need more. I think you need a good story around a decent idea. And there wasn't even really too many jump scares.
No.
There was like a presence like behind you creeping up, and then it shot off to, oh, it's the next day and the dog's sleeping. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So did the dog kill that thing? We'll never know. Yeah.
Never know. It's a
All right.
mystery.
Yeah. So, like I said,
All
for
right,
me
well.
at least, good boy, great dog. Not a good movie.
Yeah.
What else did you see, Brad?
Well, that was Carly.
I
Oh, that's fine. That was
the handoff.
Yep.
I
That's
thought-
the
I know.
handoff.
I'm just being
I thought we were
obtuse.
passing the baton.
And I will be right back as well.
Okay. All right. Well, what did I see? I chilled out and watched some TV, and I saw the documentary of When We Went Mad about
When we went mad.
about the cultivation, the evolution, and the ultimate success, and because it truly was nothing but success, of Mad Magazine.
Wow, where was this?
This is on Prime Video.
Okay,
It's on Prime. It just
I'm
popped out.
already in.
Yes, no, Dave, you need to check this out. I was not a huge Mad Magazine subscriber or anything like that, but I always appreciated everything that was Mad. I would pick up a magazine here and there. This talks about the inception, the cultivation, all the artists that are involved on Parks,
Mhm.
and it has Jerry Seinfeld, Howard Stern, Bryan
Ooh.
Cranston,
Okay.
Judd Apatow, Quentin Tarantino, giving their summations of what Mad Magazine meant to him. And I mean, just the history, I had no idea about where it came from, how it came from.
Mhm.
I always thought it was just there. The invention and the publication and the trademark of Alfred E. Newman, who was inspired by pictures of,
I was going to say, was it the puppet, the Howdy Doody thing?
no, before.
Okay, wow,
Way, 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 way before.
interesting.
And the Spy versus Spy and the Don Parks, where he realized that, you know, when the characters walked and their feet bent, he got that from Charlie Chaplin, who wore shoes that were 3 sizes too big.
Okay, yeah.
But everything that you hear about this, you're like, yeah, of course.
Mhm.
And the fact that Mad, until the later years, this is what freaked me out and impressed me more than anything in the world. Mad Magazine had no advertising.
No, none. Absolutely none.
Comic books that had their advertising.
They would have fake
magazines.
advertising.
They had fake advertising. They made fun of everything.
Are you talking about Mad Magazine?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Oh my God, I love Mad Magazine.
Well,
So
there is a documentary
There's a
called
documentary.
When We
That's
Went
what I said.
When We Went Mad.
Oh wow.
And I watched this 2 nights ago, and I was enthralled of where they came from, the editor in chief, who this tickles me so much. He would chase down writers, artists, editors for pennies
Mhm.
because he was so cheap. Because somebody made a long distance phone call and said, "You owe me 41 cents." He says, and the guy says, "I would stand there and I would give him $1 and he would give me exact change back because he wasn't a crook. He was cheap.
He's cheap,
but he wasn't a crook."
Crook.
He says, and then on the weekend, he would call us up and he says, "We're all going to Malibu." Why? He says, "Because I want to go to Malibu. It's on me."
Nice.
And it was like cruises, and he was subject to just great feats of generosity and so cheap. But no, Mad Magazine had a big influence on me. I never got the magazine. I would grab a few issues here and there for ones to grab me, but my best friend
I need to find
Jesse,
mine.
he had a subscription, so we would sit down and we would just read and the movie parodies. But that was the biggest thing.
So good.
Is they would parody
Everything.
and make fun of everything. There was nothing. Politics, movies, good gestures were up for grabs. Yeah. I just came across this and was so happy. And when I say these words and I see you guys light up,
yeah,
like I was telling Dave,
I remember movie parodies more than the movies that they would parody.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh my god, Rockhead 4.
Yeah,
Rockhead 4 was the one that I had, and I just oh my god, I remember the line. It had Paulie talking to the other trainer, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is awful! I can't believe he's dead." He's like, "Why are you so worried?" He's like, "I think one of us is going to die in Rockhead 5." You know, and it was, oh my god. The magazine was amazing, but this documentary is head and shoulders above. It's got Howard Stern, it's got Jerry Seinfeld, it's got Bryan Cranston, Quentin Tarantino, Judd Apatow talking about it. And Jerry Seinfeld says, I've done so many things, I've achieved so many. He says, I've never been happier until the day I got parodied.
Yes,
in Mad Magazine. So, yeah, that was definitely a highlight.
There's a Wikipedia page right here with every movie that was spoofed by Mad Magazine.
Wow.
Oh god, this was around since '62,
50s.
Oh my god,
are you shitting me?
A list of spoofs. Oh, I'm sorry. No, spoofing movies from the 50s. Sorry.
Okay. I'm not sure the original publication date, but I know that Quentin Tarantino he helped design a cover that ultimately ended up being the final issue.
Oh wow!
And he brags about that a lot because he's a big braggadocious person.
Have you? I've seen them like lately at newsstands and stuff like that, checking out at different places, and I always pick it up and I'm like, fuck, $15.99 for the thing. I'm like, I don't know if I can pay that amount of money for like a Mad Magazine, but I don't know. I don't know if it's funny anymore.
It probably doesn't have ads in it.
Yeah.
No, they don't have ads.
Okay. Well, maybe that's why it's so expensive then. It's just, I was like, damn, it's like fucking $16 for this.
They started out with the predecessor of DC Comics, and yeah, it's a hell of a story. It is an amazing story. You absolutely have to check it out.
Definitely will.
I would always go to like Spy versus Spy first.
Yep.
The guy with the floppy feet.
That was my least favorite part of it.
Spy versus Spy, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just never really liked Spy versus Spy. It was okay. It's just I liked the spoofs,
Yeah.
Yeah, spoofs are great. The Don Parks art, and it goes through all the artists that actually went through it and really gives them their flowers that they honestly deserve. Everybody knows Mad Magazine. And I'm surprised this is one of the only documentaries that gives them their flowers.
Well, is this like the definitive one? Is this good enough that you would be like, this is the documentary on Mad?
I think so, honestly, because it does the proper history. The start, the highs, not so many lows. Just, I'm not going to say lows because it was just more the ordeals they had to go through, which were honestly taking very lightly. Like they got sued by a lot of people. They're like, what are you gonna do? It was never like dark side of the music or any shit like that. But yeah, no. So that was definitely probably the highlight after Good Boy, and then I watched. I don't know if you guys are with AMC. Has been they did a relaunch of, or not a relaunch, or reimagining of Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, I've heard of that.
You've talked about that a couple times.
Yeah, I really enjoy the Interview with the Vampire. They also do the Mayfair Witches, which I haven't seen yet, but they also did Anne Rice's The Talamasca. And the Talamasca are an agency that keeps track of immortals and various things like that. And it's a kind of a spy affair that has people tracking immortals and vampires, ghosts, and witches. Now, normally I'd be kind of bored by this because if you're going to focus on something, why don't you focus on the more interesting thing, which is the vampire or the witch or the ghost? But this one character that is introduced, kind of the main character, who is not a reluctant participant, but maybe just a cautious participant, he has psychic abilities allowing him to read people's minds. But the one thing that really gets me is he looks so much like Eddie Redmayne that occasionally I forget it's not Eddie Redmayne. And he plays a really good part, and it is a pretty good story. There's 2 episodes in, and I've enjoyed both of them. I'm going to continue on in the spirit of Halloween with like ghosts and vampires and all the such. But yeah, I would give it a shot because it is in the same vein as The Witches of Mayfair and Interview with the Vampire. And it's got Jason Schwartzman as a vampire.
Oh,
he's
that's interesting.
Very interesting, but he's very fun to watch.
Oh, I bet.
He's
fun.
He is fun to watch, and he's like a ambiguous vampire of note. To like, he's kind of, you guys help me out, so I'll help you out, and he's like just very prim and proper with very long manicured nails and fangs and stuff. But yeah. I cannot remember the rest of the tagline. It's called Talamasca. Yada yada yada. So Anne Rice. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I watched. What about you, Dave?
Let's see. I'll try and go through mine a little quick here. First thing was on Netflix called
we're talking. We all
sorry.
on about it.
That was not meant as an FU. That was just meant as I looked at the running time. I was like, ooh, okay. I started with Netflix's House of Dynamite by Catherine Bigelow, who is I didn't know she was 73 years old. I was like, wow. Whenever I hear Catherine Bigelow, it always reminds me of the Tina Fey and Amy Poehler joke of they were talking about Zero Dark 30, and they're like, well, I trust a woman who does a movie on torture. I trust her more because she was previously married to James Cameron. Love that joke. Sorry.
That's a good joke.
So House of Dynamite is when a single unattributed missile is launched at the United States, a race begins to determine who is responsible and how to respond. This is a lot of like hypothetical and trying to kind of give you an inside track. They do not catch the initial release, so they do not know where it's come from, which kind of throws every scenario up in the air. So if you don't know who it came from, you don't know how to, diffuse the situation or anything like that, or what the intent is. So there is this kind of ticking against time of, who's going to do what, how they're going to respond, how does this agency respond, how's this one. Very interesting. It keeps you right there the whole time. I wish it would have been a little bit shorter.
It's a movie,
because ultimately, like it just kind of drags a little bit in. Like it's a movie that's a tick against time, and you want it to
you want it to end.
You want it to end. It's like, okay, we get it. Okay,
Whoa.
like,
Too long to read.
There is a couple just terrifying stats of like, oh yeah, our countermeasures to this is a series of 50-50 shots.
Oh, great.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, if a missile's up in the air, the missile that we try to shoot down the missile is like trying to shoot a bullet with a bullet. Like, oh, that's wonderful, great,
good.
and it does kind of portray everybody in this kind of heroic and it's for God and country, blah blah blah, and it is pretty good. It's just a matter of like, okay, like, come on.
Okay, come on, guys. Wrap it up.
There's 6 minutes to impact.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, that was a half an hour ago.
Why isn't this moving in real time?
Yes, like if they did this, oh man, if they did this as real time,
like 24 or whatever,
like 24 or Brad, I don't know if you remember like classic MASH, where there was an episode where like in the bottom corner they had like a stopwatch.
Yes,
was
oh
going.
my god, yeah.
Like if they would have done that of like, okay, here we go. There is an hour and 30 minutes till impact.
Yeah. So
ultimately, like, I recommend it, but it is going to be a lot of like, okay, come on, what's next? Next I saw Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere.
Ooh, okay.
Bruce Springsteen's journey crafting through his 1982 album Nebraska, which emerged as he recorded Born in the USA with the E Street Band. No, that's not true. Okay, this is based on Warren Zane's book. That is true. So, Nebraska...
I was on the fence about this because I do like Bruce Springsteen. I like Jeremy Allen White.
Mm-hmm.
I did not marry the two of them together. I can't really picture one playing the other, but he's a great actor. But I was just like, you know what, the story they're telling, at least by the trailers, didn't really pique my interest.
So ultimately this is the story about Bruce Springsteen's depression, and it's one of those where it's basically like when he is on stage, Jeremy Allen White has the presence, he has the look, he has everything, and even when he's coming off stage. But when he tries to talk to people, he always turns his head like this. And this is Bruce Springsteen, and he just kind of stares off into space and talks like Bruce. And it comes off a little pretentious, but like I understand what he's trying to do, but just anytime he talks, he just turns. He has to have the crick of the neck like crazy.
But he, like from what I saw, and there was a copy that came on a site that I watched a little bit of. They didn't even. There was no attempt to make him even look like Bruce Springsteen,
because you really can't.
No, but I mean, even with like A Complete Unknown with Timothée Chalamet, they made him look a little Bob Dylan-esque. With Elvis, they made Austin Butler look like Elvis.
When he's in concert and playing and he has the sweat and everything,
maybe the actors were able to convey that. So, but this, I don't see anything of Bruce Springsteen out of the actor's performance. And I know, like, you don't want to like go heavy prosthetics, so it looks ridiculous. You don't want to do like J. Edgar Hoover or anything like that because that was awful. But a little something.
There's an interesting part where he's writing the songs for Nebraska. He's rented a a place in Jersey where he's just kind of on his own and just writing and he throws out the idea of a double album because like originally Nebraska had all like Born in the USA and all of the big hits.
Yeah.
So Nebraska is kind of right before he became a superstar. And when I saw him write the double album, and ultimately Nebraska is a very heartfelt, it's about a lot of the turmoil and trauma with his dad, his depression, et cetera, et cetera. This should have been a double movie where it is, give me the good stuff. Give me the, give me the hits, give me the hits, give me the hits. And then give me the, okay, this is the hard stuff, that type of thing. Because you can't really mix the two. And this is so kind of somber, and it's like there's a lot of Bruce walking and just looking and walking and then looking, and this is the album I want to make. You can't make this album. Ultimately, like, it just doesn't work as a Bruce Springsteen movie. Ultimately, I kept going back to my there was a movie called Blinded by the Light that came out a couple of years ago. And it's about a teenager from an Asian family that learns like English and understands family through the voice of Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, okay.
Where basically like this kid is just like, he doesn't know how to relate because he's a stranger in a strange world, but he falls in love with the music of Bruce Springsteen that helps him come out of the shell. That's a better Bruce Springsteen movie than this is.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad. It's just, it's not worth going to the theaters. There's nothing, you don't gain anything by the big screen or the speakers, which kind of sucks.
Lame.
Well, I wonder,
sucks.
Is this following the trend of Elvis and A Complete Unknown? Are they trying?
I think
Hollywood.
I think what we need out of this genre is what superheroes have learned, which is, I don't need the origin story. Drop me right in. Like, we can touch on it a little bit, but it's kind of like now every superhero movie, like, let's just hit the ground running. I don't need to know that Spider-Man's been bit.
I don't need another scene where Uncle Ben dies.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, how many times were we kill off another Uncle Ben? Great. Like,
Batman's parents have been shot a whole bunch.
That's right. They have been.
Exactly. There have been tons of pearls spilled all over the grounds of Gotham.
Yeah, Krypton has exploded several times.
Like, just put me in the story. Like, if you put me mid-story, it's great. Like, okay, and it is kind of hard of like, yes, this is a generational talent that has moved many people with their music, and he has daddy issues. And yes, but we all have some form of parental trauma. Like, that's the thing is, like, when they do these, it came off a lot of like Dewey Cox, like the dad, the wrong kid died. Come on, Ma, let's dance. Oh no, Ma was killed. Like, the wrong kid died. Like, it kind of comes off a little bit like that.
Whoa. I hear they're trying to make a sequel of that.
What, Dewey Cox?
Yep. Dewey Cox rides again, or something like that.
I for one highly endorse it.
I'm down.
The main thing I got hooked on this week was, and I should have been on it from day one, much like I was mayor of Easttown, is the HBO show Task. Now listen, it was filmed all near me. I mean, like, literally, like, there's one near my movie theater. There's a couple shots right near my house.
You might be in it.
No, I'm pretty sure you'd notice me if I was in it. There's way too many pretty people in it. There is a trio of Mark Ruffalo plays like a broken father who is with the FBI. Emilia Jones, who she was the female lead of Coda, like the young girl.
That movie.
Her Delaware County accent is just pristine.
Sweet.
He is so good. And the big guy to come out of this is Fabian Frankel. I believe the place you anybody would know him. Oh, what's the best place that people would know him from?
Fabian Frankel.
Nope, it's not Fabian Frankel because he's from House of Dragons. Where's my guy? Where is he? There he is. Tom, I think it's Pelfrey. You would know
I
him
think
as
Fabian Frankel is a better name.
well. This guy was on Banshee, and his big breakout was he was Laura Linney's brother on Ozark.
Oh, okay.
Who may or may not have gotten killed at the end.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like the main person here. The IMDb is in a working class suburbs of Philadelphia, an FBI agent heads up a task force to put an end to a string of violent robberies led by an unsuspected family man. The basic plot of this is you have a couple garbage men who, on their route, come across drug paraphernalia in the trash cans. So when they see like a scale being thrown out or certain things being thrown out, they know that that's the prime time to rob these different places. So they're robbing the drug dealers. A robbery goes wrong and they end up basically, instead of money, they end up with drugs and a kid.
Shit.
So these are people that, like they're robbers, they're not killers.
Yeah.
So now there is this big, okay, the FBI is trying to find them. You have a biker club trying to find them, as well as, a couple of drug dealers. But it's done in like working class Philadelphia. It is so good. It is like so deep. The characters are so well done. It is funny listening to the one girl talk about her dialect coach, where they basically took her to South Philly. And they would just continually go to like diners. If you go to a South Philly diner, like it's just, hey, sweetheart, what you doing? Like,
You know what? Legit, this sounds so silly. After doing this podcast for as long as I have and knowing you all, South Philly is a destination I really, really need to go to, just to get the colloquialisms and such from the people that I love.
Yeah, between Dan, myself, and then it's funny. Like Dan is on the skirts. Pat's in there. I'm suburban, pinky up, like. Like I every now and then I'll drop.
I'm going.
Yeah, this is one of those kind of like Mayor of Easttowns is, the Philadelphia area is kind of a character too. Highly recommend it. It's a mini series. It's 7 episodes long, about an hour each. I watched the first one and was just like, once I got to the second one, I was all the way through.
Yeah, you plowed right through it. You were talking about that.
Yeah, so good.
Cool.
So that's it for me. Of course, tomorrow comes another British baking show. So like episodes every Friday.
Well, beyond the British baking show, what are we looking forward to? What's coming out?
Begonia.
Yes, Begonia, absolutely. That looks ridiculous. And I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, I want to check out the Frankenstein's coming out.
Yes.
I'm down for that. I've always enjoyed Frankenstein. I don't know. I just thought almost this cyberpunk or just kind of like just a horrible thing. But the other one I actually wanted to check out is If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
That's a title.
Yeah, that's the Rose Byrne is getting big Oscar push for that one.
Yeah, with her life crashing down, Linda Rose Byrne attempts to navigate her child's mysterious illness, her absent husband, a missing person, and increasingly hostile relationship with her therapist. I don't know.
A lot going on there.
There's way too much going on for like one person, but when I sit back and I actually talk to regular humans, it's not really. It sounds like it's too much for one person in a movie, but when you talk to somebody who's just on the street, it's like, yeah, no, that's what you do.
Mhm.
But I just like the title. If I had like I'd kick you, fuck yeah. I'm hoping there is somebody in a wheelchair trying to kick somebody.
Looks to be a bunch of cool stuff coming to the theaters of like retro stuff. You got Back to the Future, the 40th anniversary. I think
Musical
you have
was fucking amazing.
in November you have like Good Will Hunting, Legends of the Fall, like right now they're going through a big thing with all the Twilights, reissuing them. I could care less, but
Yeah.
I do like the idea
Saw the
of
first one.
seeing old movies in the theater, and I'm kind of happy that theaters are at least playing around with this a little more.
If you could like schedule a movie to see in the theater that you never got to see in the theater, which one would it be?
Heat.
Oh,
De
man.
Niro, Pacino.
I saw Heat in the theater.
Like that gun scene, or I'd do another Michael Mann movie of Ali, which to me is just an absolute masterpiece. But like those are big screen events, both of those, I think.
I think the easiest one for me to be would be Leon the Professional, but
everyone.
The one I want to see, honestly, is Grosse Point Blank. I don't know why.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
It just I think that would be kind of fun.
That'd be fun for a crowd.
Yeah. That's where I'm at, and I know two other people that like that movie, and it's you guys.
I love that movie.
It's fucking so fucking good. What would you, Carly? What?
I would go see The Thing and Aliens.
Ooh.
Love to
Not
see those in
Alien?
theater. No, not Alien. Aliens. Aliens. With a dollar sign.
With the dollar sign. I love that story.
Yep.
Oh man.
All right. Well, Jesus, thanks everyone for indulging us, and
Yes.
thank you so much for the people that did the Twitter shout outs. Goodness. That was really great. We all got really good and scared. We learned a lot about each other, and hopefully you guys had a lot of fun, and we will try it again next week. You guys in?
Sure. Actually,
I was about to say Davis.
I said no.
Davis lying.
I'm possibly seeing a movie about ramen while eating ramen.
There you go.
It is a combination that my theater does, where they get local restaurants and then they show a movie doing that. Like I think they did like My Big Fat Greek Wedding with like all Greek food, or no, they did Mamma Mia.
Are you joking?
Dude, it's awesome. So it's like,
no, it's awesome. All my fucking movies, like,
buy $20 popcorn and that's
watch
it.
the movie. I watched the movie. Get the fuck out. All right. Calm down. Why are you mad at me?
Minus comboing, so we each get our own beef or chicken, like bowl of ramen as we go into the theater.
I'm so fucking mad right now.
Oh man.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yep.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.